It feels like the harder you try, it seems like things in life gets much more harder. Financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. All these things that you're going through right now. And you feel like the more you keep doing, the harder things are getting. You want more money, you try to work harder. You try to get a better body, you try to work out more. You know what I'm saying? You try to still and calm your mind and go to and get some more rest. And it just seems like you're getting less rest in that moment, right? The answer is not to do and move more. The answer is to stop moving at all and to keep yourself still. Does a tree move out of its position when it's about to begin a harvest? Or does it stay where it's at in its position and then the fruits eventually come out in its season? And haven't you noticed that a tree that is rooted and planted, every season it brings forth its fruits? And it's almost like it's unlimited because it finally grew up to become the very thing it was destined to be. If I take a tree that is grown or growing and I pluck it out of its soil that it was rooted in and try to move it to where it's not supposed to be, the fruits of the tree will not be able to grow in what it's called to do. Because now that tree has to get rerooted and it has to replant itself and it has to regrow in what it was at in order to reproduce the fruits that it first was producing where it was at. And it was simply because of moving and not being still. A lot of us have become moving trees. A lot of us have become trees that think that moving to the other side of the world, moving into new soil, is going to help us get to where we want to get to, right? And instead of allowing ourselves to be planted where we're supposed to be and grow in that moment and in that time to produce the fruit, now it seems like the harvest is getting a lot harder. Every tree that you see in this world has stood in its position and has not moved. That is why it has everlasting harvest. So you need to ask yourself, right? Am I moving too much? And do I need to be still? And why should I be still? What if it rains? What if I have a bad day? What if things are not going where I'm positioned at? Then people will ask themselves, well, what if the area I'm at, it gets bad? It's not always good here. What if the area I'm at gets out of order? What if the area I'm at is chaotic, right? When a tree has a rainy day, it stays where it's at. When a tree has a sunny day, it stays where it's at. When a tree has a dark day, it stays where it's at. When a tree has a windy day, it stays where it's at. And when a tree is surrounded by everything around it, including nature itself, it stays where it's at because the tree knows where it stands and where it needs to be at that moment. And it is not fazed by the things around it. It is only focused on what it's standing on right now. Your job is to figure out what you stand on and where you're rooted at. Check here and here first, because it doesn't matter what's going on all around you. If this is rooted and this is still, you as a tree will prosper. I love y'all. Shalom.